Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to a brand new video. Hi guys, and welcome back to today's new video. So for today's video I thought I'd do a horsey craft. So today I'm going to be painting a horseshoe, and in light of everything that's going on I thought I would paint it in rainbow colours. So without further ado, let's get on to washing the horseshoe, as it is a horseshoe and is quite dirty. So let's get on with the washing it. So this is the horseshoe. I got it a few years back from the stables. I think it's when the farrier came and he said, would you like one? And I said yes. So it's just been sitting in our garage for a little while, so it's been collecting a bit of dust and it's still got a bit of hay and straw in it. So I thought I would give it a wash. So I have this bucket of lukewarm soapy water and I'm just going to place it in and going to let it soak for a little bit. And while I let it soak, I thought I would show you the colours that I am using. So obviously I'm doing rainbow colours. So the first colour that I have is obviously red. I'm just using ready mixed paint, and because I don't have one of the purples, so I'm going to mix some darker purple with a lighter purple, and we will hopefully make one of the purples. I don't know which one it is. I don't know if the lighter one is indigo or violet, but I think it's violet. So we'll make violet with a purple and white. So the first colour I have is the red one, and the next one I have is of course orange. So they're all ready mixed paints, as I just said. So I've got the orange one as well, and then I've got yellow, again ready mixed. And then after yellow, I've got the green one, and then I've got blue, and then I have got purple, and I have in fact got white to mix with the purple to make two different shades of the purple. I also had to pull up a picture of a rainbow because I am clearly not capable of knowing the colours, so I just pulled this one up. I thought it was a pretty good one. So yeah, so the lighter colour I am going to try and make with a little bit of white in there. So let's get out the horseshoe and let's give it a bit of a scrub. So I just have some newspaper down so I don't, when I'm painting, it doesn't go all over the floor. So I've also got a little brush. It's just like a washing up brush. I'll just dip that in the bucket and I'm just gonna give the horseshoe a good scrub.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah, hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you're bound. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine.
I might actually put it in the water and give it a good scrub in the bucket. Let's move it back so you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to put it in the bucket and give it a good scrub like that. Give it a good wash. Make sure there's nothing left on it. And give it a good swirl around. And as you can in fact see, it is now looking a lot cleaner and a lot less covered in hay. But I have actually got a tap just above me here, so I'm just going to give it a quick rinse. There we go. So now you can see it is a lot cleaner and it is looking a lot better. So I am now going to change the angle of the camera and we can get painting. So I am now going to dry the horseshoe with a napkin.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm feeling good, like I should.
So it is now all dry, and without further ado, we can get on with the painting. So I have changed the camera angle so you can see clearly where I'm going to be painting. So I'm going to have to try and make sure I have enough horseshoe for each bit of paint. So I'm going to have to really think about how much I'm going to put on in each colour. But here, as you can see, I've got the red ready. I have got my picture ready as well. I also have a selection of brushes and sizes. So for the first bit of red, I think I'm going to, well, this is going to be my mixing brush. So when I need a different colour, I'm going to use this. So for the purple, I'm probably going to use that. I'm probably going to use this second biggest one that I have, but I don't know if I should use the square one or this one. I think I'm going to use this one, but I will keep them all here so you can see all of the brushes and stuff that I am using today. So I actually also have this palette thing, and there is water in this middle one, and I'm going to put the red in this black one. So I'm hoping I can pop it somewhere where you can see it. I'm just going to move the brushes out of the way and we can pop that just there so you can see it. So I'm going to first shake the paint and then I am going to pop it in this black thing. Sorry for the noises it's making. Just a little bit. Actually, I think I put too much, but it's okay. I also have a napkin here for once I've cleaned the brush in the water in the middle. So I'm going to pop my thing back up. So I've got the rainbow on here and I am now going to start. So I've got my paintbrush. I'm just going to dip it in the paint and I am going to start from the bottom and work my way up. It's not really showing at the minute, but I'm sure it will do. Once I have put the first layer on, I'm going to do another layer and I hope hopefully it will show up. It might not be very strong, but if needed I can add a acrylic layer over the top. This is just kind of a base layer to start with. And I will probably be posting the finished look on my Instagram, because it probably will not have dried by the end of this video, but you can see the look at the end of the video while it is still wet. But I will post a picture or maybe even a boomerang on my Instagram once it is dry. So that might be tomorrow or it might be today after I've posted the video. I am not sure, but I will make sure I do that for you guys. So I'm just trying to do a few layers actually of it so you can see it. So it is showing up on the camera, which is what I wanted. So I'm just painting the red on now. So that is the red done for now. Actually, I'm going to even this bit out because you've got quite a lot here and not much everywhere else, but hopefully when it dries it'll dry evenly. So actually you can't see all of it, can you? There you go. So I'll move this up a bit actually so I don't get paint on it. So that is the first layer of red. So now I'm going to wash my brush in the water. So I might have to change the water quite frequently because it has already gone red, but while we are using a few of the other colours it should be okay. So I'm going to rinse it in that and then get my napkin and just wipe all the water off. And try and make sure that most of the paint colours come off before I use the orange. Because obviously red is a bit of a darker colour than orange, so that will be why I don't want the darker colour to mix with the lighter colour. So now I'm going to just spin this round, and I'm going to pop some orange in the blue one. I'm just going to shake up the orange, and I'm going to just squeeze a bit in there. I've now learned that I don't need loads because I've got loads of red and nothing to do with it. So I am going to just pop my brush in the orange, and I'm going to do the little gap in here with the orange. So the orange actually seems to be going on a little bit better than the red did, but as long as it looks somewhat like a rainbow, I am not bothered. It's not going to be the best in the world, obviously, but it is going to hopefully look somewhat good. I am by no means an artist, but I did take art for GCSE, and I wouldn't say I was the worst, but I wouldn't say I was the best in that class either. So I am just going to put it on this side of the hoof. Not the hoof, what am I talking about? Horseshoe. Wow. Don't worry, I've not cut a horse's hoof to do this. Okay. This is just a horseshoe that was taken off the horse and given to me. So it's a bit messy at the minute, but I am hoping that it will neaten up. So I'm going to add a little bit more orange into this. Try and make sure I leave no gaps of horseshoe, but then it might look quite cool because it might be quite rustic if there is a little bit left. But that looks good for the minute. So I'm going to now wash my brush in the water. That's going to need changing after I do this one because we now have yellow afterwards, and that is going to look a little bit different. The colour will start running and it won't really show a yellow, it will show more of an orangey, watery yellow. So I'm going to just once again wipe my brush. I'm now looking at mine and I'm really hoping I'm going to be able to fit all of the colours on. It looks a little bit tricky, so after I've done the yellow I think I'm going to use a bit of a smaller brush. So actually it is okay right now, so I'll change the water once I have done the yellow. So I'm just going to spin it round. I'm going to put the yellow in this clear one. Oh, a load of bits just came off the yellow, that's so weird. So I just put a little bit in there. And then I'll get actually I'm going to change brushes now. I think I am going to use this one now. Actually no, I'll use this one. So it's just a finer tip and it's a little bit more of a direct brush and a bit more of a direct placing when you put the paint on. So I am now going to put my brush in the yellow and I'm going to do a thin layer. Oh, that came out really nice. Thin layer of yellow. I'm sorry if you can hear the birds tweeting in the background, and if you hear a dog bark, that's just because we live next door to a dog, so I'm sorry if there is some background noise. But it should be okay. So I'm now just going to paint. I'm sort of painting over the orange a little bit, but you can still tell that there is an orange layer, so that is okay. So I'm just painting this. So I'm now looking at it and I don't think I'm going to be able to fit every colour on. I might be able to if I do like a tiny little bit of each, but it might be a little bit difficult. So the yellow is sort of showing up, but it's actually very hard to paint a horseshoe. I maybe should have done this in acrylic paint. So I might go over it in acrylic, but we will see. Oh, I think okay. So that is the yellow done for now. So once this is dry, once I've showed you guys me painting all of it in ready mix paint, I might try and find some acrylic paint and paint over it for you guys so it is more of a solid colour. But for now, this is going to have to do. It does not look the best, but I'm hoping it'll look better if I use some acrylic paint instead. So I'm just going to pop my brush in the water, like so, and then I'm obviously going to just wipe it like that. Then I'm going to actually take these pots out of here and I'm going to tip the water out and refill it. Let's just refill. Oh god, I'm spilling water everywhere. Switch that off. Did you see all that water just come in? Yeah, that wasn't my smartest move. But I'm going to pop the water back. Oh, I didn't pop the water back in. Pop water back in here. Like so. And then I can pop the pots back in. Like so. And then I'm going to move that round. And I am going to empty that out because there was some water in there. I'm going to put the green in the green pot. So let's grab the green and I'm going to give it a shake and pop some in there like that. So I've got this. Actually, I might change it again to an even smaller one. Where's my really small one? Oh, here. So I'm going to use this one for the rest of them because I feel like we are getting to the bit where it's going to be a little bit hard to squeeze them all in. So I'm going to get some green on here and I'm going to put a thin layer of green in. Just like so. So this is almost like a base, so I know where my acrylic colours are going to go. I think that's what I'm going to do. So this is kind of a base for the acrylics. That is if I can find any acrylic paint. I'm pretty sure we have some somewhere. Somewhere. But once this is dry and I've added a few more colours of this might actually look quite good. So that is the green layer done. And I'm just going to rinse the green layer in the water. Like so. And then I'm going to dry it off with the napkin. Like that. Tap my picture. What is next? So next is blue. So I'm going to get the blue and I'm going to turn this round and I can pop the blue in here. So I'm going to shake that and I'm going to put some blue in there. And try and close the lid because the lid's a bit funny. So then I'm going to get my brush and pop that in there. And I'm going to do a thin... Oh, the blue's good because it's a darker colour. However, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit each colour in, which is really annoying. Because I really wanted to be able to fit every colour in. But I might have to go into the green a bit to do this. Just dab some on there because that was too much. So it's actually really hard to be accurate when painting a horseshoe. So this is actually quite a hard task. I bet I look a bit special using two hands, but it's actually really hard. You guys try painting a horseshoe in rainbow colours. I maybe should have picked something a bit easier, but I wanted to do it because of the current situation and how amazing the NHS are. So I thought I would do this. It's not the best, but it's the thought that counts. So I'm just going to do that. So hopefully you can see a few colours there now. You should be able to see 4 colours, somewhat of 4 colours. I see red, orange, yellow, green and blue so far. I'm hoping you guys see that as well. So I'm going to give my brush a little bit of a wash, and now the water is a lovely teal colour, just what I wanted. Didn't want it clear or anything. So I'm now going to wipe my brush again. I'm going to now stop telling you what I am doing as such, and I'm just going to kind of paint. So yes, you kind of know my technique now. So what is next? On here it kind of looks like there's 2 blue tones. Well, maybe not on the camera, but in real life it looks like there's 2 blue tones. So I might actually go off this one. So blue, dark purple, and then a pinkier purple, which I'm going to just try and make a lighter shade of purple with white. So I have the darker purple here. I'm just going to give it a shake. So that is the perfect colour purple for the next one. So you guys might not be able to see this as well. I'm going to try as hard as I can to fit the lighter colour purple in here. But I'm going to have to sort of mix this colour purple with the blue. I might do the lighter colour in the very, very inside. Or on a slight bit of this purple. I'm not great at this. I can't lie to you. So just like that, painting that bit like that. And now I actually have this little palette where I'm going to use the big one in the middle to mix the purple I just used and some white. So I'm going to move that out the way and pop that there. I'm just going to use some from the little container that I just used. And I'm just going to pop a bit in the middle here. Like so. Like that, that should be enough. And then I'm going to obviously have to rinse. Can't see it now. Obviously you know what I'm doing, I'm just rinsing it in the water. The brush in the water, letting it dry. And then I'm going to get the white. Where did I put the white? Oh, it's over here. So I've just got some white ready mixed paint and I'm just going to give that a shake. And pop a little bit in one of these. And then I'm going to use that paintbrush and get some of the white, pop it in the purples bit. I'm going to hold it up a bit closer. And then I'm going to pop it in there. And a tiny bit more. And then I'm just going to give it a mix like that. I'm hoping that's going... It doesn't look lighter on the camera, but in real life it is a little bit lighter than what it is on there already. I'm going to add a tiny bit more white so you guys can see a drastic difference in the colour. So in real life it is a lovely violet-y colour. So I'm now going to add that to my horseshoe. I have to tip it up a bit, guys, so you can see it. So I'm gonna have to, I think, put it underneath. Ooh. is looking good. I've actually got something stuck to it. There we go. And I'm going to put it. Can you guys see that going on? I think you can. So it actually doesn't look too bad. There is currently something buzzing right next to me. It is a bee. I'm just going to try and ignore that. It's coming closer. Oh my god. Don't ruin my video, Mr. B. God. So I'm just putting that on and now I can pop it down. You guys might not be able to see it very well, but I will make sure that you can see it in the photo that I take of it later. And I actually think I'm just going to go over the red a little bit, and it might actually be okay in just this kind of paint. So if you can hear talking as well, because my next door neighbours are having a little bit of a chin wag. So I'm just wiping it in the water, and I'm going to get the red again and add a little bit more to my red layer. I think I might have done my red layer a little bit too big. That is why I did not fit everything on here, but it should be okay. And I might go over the yellow a little bit. I'll go over them all a little bit more now. So I have just finished going over the original layers of paint, and this is currently what it looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you try this craft, please let me know and send me some pictures on Instagram. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!